Are you guys ready? First of all, I want to thank you as the promoter of this event with my husband Scott. We are so grateful to all of you. And the House of Mouse Expo would not exist without you, so thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. Let's get this party started. Are you ready? Okay, so first up, we are going to introduce the little girl that stole the show in Hocus Pocus 2, Taylar Henderson. Next up, you know him as mortal busboy Don Yesso. We built a report, it's okay.
See if everybody's with me. On three, ready? 1, 2, 3. Bubble, bubble, I'm in trouble.
That wasn't in my notes. Okay, so next up, in his very first convention ever, which is really cool, he is not a cop, but he plays one in the movies, Michael McGrady.
Are there any virgins in the room?
This is going to be a whole lot of fun, you guys. Okay, you guys ready for another? His name ain't Ernie no more. It's Ice, Larry Bagby. Next up, we have the other half of our favorite bullies, Tobias Jelinek. Okay, next up is the sassiest cat in town, Jason Marsden. Okay, you guys, she tried to warn them about the black flame candle. They didn't listen. Vinessa Shaw.
Okay, I have a question for you. What's your favorite seasoning? Salt! You are clever little witches.
Okay, so speaking of the black flame candle, next up is the person who
Hollywood!
candle, Omri Katz.
Max Denison.
Hi. Okay, you guys, next up is Emily Binx herself, Amanda Shepard.
Just so dark.
Okay, last but not least, don't worry, he's a good zombie, Doug Jones.
Bug Crush.
Hi guys.
Hey, Shaw.
Hello.
Okay, so we're just gonna do this. If any of you were at the Hocus Pocus panel last year by chance? So we're just gonna have fun and wing it, just like we did last time. So before we talk about all the fun stuff of the original movie, I want to talk to you, Taylar. Hi. So with you, like we talked about before, with Hocus Pocus 2, you were like the breakout star of that movie, wasn't she? I mean, young Winnie. All right, so I guess my question to you is, what is it like to step in the shoes of that character? Were you nervous? Did you feel you had something to live up to? Or just tell us about the experience of Hocus Pocus 2.
Well, I definitely had a lot of weight on my shoulders being young Winnie, and so I was super nervous, like, all the time. Like, every time I stepped on set, I was like, okay, I gotta bring it today, like, and...
You brought it!
It's just cool to like be a part of like such a iconic like family, I guess. Yeah, it was awesome. It was really cool, and I really enjoyed the experience, and I'm really excited to be here today.
You guys want to hear some Binx Boy?
Oh, did you? Right. Well, I shall always be with you, and now I'm sort of always with you, aren't I? Yes. Yes, Michelle, you can turn me into a fat, useless, contented house cat anytime you wish. Thank you for applauding my subpar English accent. Thank you.
So Jason.
Michelle.
Sorry, I'm having a really good time too.
Yes.
So, okay, I'm gonna throw myself under the bus. So for the longest time.
Oh, I did that once. It worked out for
You
me.
did! You hit him, Don.
Yes, that's...
That was another ad lib.
What if we run over the cat? I think we should... I don't do that. I'm not kidding.
All right. So picture this is Sarah Jessica Parker. Okay?
What is happening?
She didn't have much on at all. And we were squeezed in between the steering wheel and my
Family
seat.
friendly, family friendly.
Okay, I'm doing good. And so we go over this, boom. And the original line was, we would go, boom. The original line was, oh, I think I'm in love. Disney was like Michelle, trying to edit me. So they said, it might be a little too dicey, you know? So they said, come up with something. All right. So we go, so Sarah was actually driving a city bus. She had the steering wheel and I was working the pedals. And so they put a log in the middle of the road and Kenny goes, he's still alive, right? Yes. Okay. So Kenny says, just come up with something outside. So we go, boom. Okay. And I just went, speed bump, because it felt like I was going over a log. And that's when I killed Binx. Anyway. Yeah, Brian, I did. Well, okay, but I don't want to ruin the end of the movie in case anybody didn't see it. Anyway, so I'm going to turn you back on over to Little Pig. Thank you. Wow.
And every ride at Disney World, that was my favorite.
Okay, so you two basically carried a lot of this movie because you're all through it. When you
Thank you.
And
So-
scene.
I mean, and very relatable to other teenagers as well. So I guess my question to you is, how was it like for you to be kids on the scene and to do this movie with these actors? And was it overwhelming, or were you just like having a good time with it?
Well, sorry. So for me, this is my dream come true. I grew up watching Disney movies like Haley Mills, That Darn Cat, like Freaky Friday, all the 60s, you know, Flubber were my jam. And so I feel like I just, you know, law of attraction like just brought to me, and I also love The Wizard of Oz. So me doing this movie on the Disney lot with the cast that was involved, and Omri and Thora having already been in this business for like 1,000 years, and we were only 16 and 10. And I just felt like it was a dream come true for me. And in, like, when I had to do the scenes with the witches, it was very terrifying for me too. Not just because of who they, you know, the witches themselves, but because of who, like, I admired them all.
Bullies are not supposed to be lovable, but you guys are. And when I was a kid, I will tell you, you two were my favorite part of the movie. And I could literally quote your whole scene in the cemetery. Like, dude, I really could. Hollywood. Yeah, that's totally you guys. So what was it like for you to be on the set as teenagers and to get to be the bad guys, sort of?
You answer this one so well, I just have to have you kick it up. But I'd like to see what you have to say about it this time. 1 minute.
Hollywood! 57 seconds. 56. 55. 54.
You know, instead of just what it was like to be teenagers on the set, I'll tell you what was cool, because the first scene we shot was in Massachusetts. Yeah. And what I do really like about, one of the things I love with the conventions is new stuff always comes up meeting fans. It's very interesting 30 years later to have this throwback to Salem and realize the influence this film has had on such a historic place like Salem, and the subculture that's emerged and continuing to grow 30 years later. It hasn't even peaked, guys. And now Hocus Pocus 2, let's see where it goes from here.
In the first script of Hocus Pocus 1, I had a line, a word in the entire script. When I cut my mouth open and coughed out the dust and the real moths, another story that I've told ad nauseum, sorry. But the script had me look at Winifred floating up there and just say, which would it be? Right? And I'm thinking to myself, oh gosh, Disney, kids, family movie. I don't know that that's the moment we want to have for Billy coming, you know, out of with his voice for the first time. So I thought, so I kind of ad-libbed. I took a note from Don, and I ad-libbed. And I thought, maybe if he comes out with 300 years of pent-up, you know, I hate this woman. Well, she did poison me and sewed my mouth shut. Why wouldn't I hate her, right? So that's when I came up with, wench, trollop, you buck-toothed, mop-riding firefly from hell! And then, of course, I got Omri by the neck during this time, and he's like going,
Like, don't breathe on me.
well, that's when I looked at you and said, I waited centuries to say that. And you said,
say anything you want, just don't breathe on me.
you can imagine what 300-year-old breath smelled like, yeah.
Need a mint?
So I was really happy that stuck in the film, because it was not scripted that way originally, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you a little, I'm gonna pick your brain here for a second. There's a thing when she and I think Omri, I'm drawing. Boy, this Alzheimer is killing me. Buzz. I'm back. I think when you guys are in a museum, if they set the scene right, maybe y'all can help me. Y'all discover the book, right? Correct?
Yes.
Right, and there's a plaque under the book. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Okay. The plaque, Allison's lines in the movie, I'm gonna test y'all. Okay, in the lines, she said, this book is made from the skins of humans.
Yeah.
Okay, right? Do you remember? That's not what the plaque said. You changed those lines, and she doesn't even remember that. The plaque actually says, because I own the plaque. Actually, I owned it before they sold it in London last year. By the way, I got a lot of money for that plaque. A lot. And I actually had to do a screenshot for verification that I really own the plaque, but it was a screenshot from behind the scenes. The plaque actually says, y'all ready? I'm not going to tell you. No. The plaque actually says this book is made from the skin of children. And I guess Disney thought that, Michelle edited it, and so it was a little too rough.
Well, we have to wrap it up, but before we do, I just want to thank you all for being here and giving us the joy of doing the biggest Hocus Pocus reunion to date. We are so grateful.